It's Extreme Championship Wrestling. Hey everyone, it's Chris Braverman, and today I'm showing you my ECW Universe Mode. It's my own take on the brand of Extreme. Yeah, I usually do WCW Universe Mode, but now I'm gonna give ECW a shot. I was a big fan of ECW, but this is my take on Extreme Championship Wrestling of the 90s through like 2001. That's all they lasted pretty much was through 2001. But let me show you my show. So right now there's Friday nights. We have ECW on TNN. Like back in the day, that's usually what used to come on Fridays, ECW on TNN. And then Saturdays was Hardcore TV. Well, in New York City, I was in New York, so I had Friday ECW on TNN, and Saturday was Hardcore TV on the MSG network, Madison Square Garden network, in New York. And Sundays are pay-per-views, so One Night Stand is my first pay-per-view. Anyway, let me go ahead and show you my show details. Those are the belts. You see them right diggity there. It's the ECW World Heavyweight Championship. The World Television title is the secondary belt. And the World Tag Team titles are the tag team titles. Just like in real life. Let me show you the participants. Alright, so peep my roster for my ECW. Yes, a lot of the original people who were in ECW are actually in my ECW, but like I said, this is my take on Extreme Championship Wrestling, so I'm going to put a bunch of guys that I thought could have and would have thrived in Extreme Championship Wrestling. Excuse me. So first off, we've got Brian Clark, aka Adam Bomb, with his WWE gimmick, Adam Bomb. And we've got Ahmed Johnson. He's got the Nation of Domination attire there, but I'm going to have him compete in the red attire. We've got Al Snow, who was in ECW, a fan favorite. He was like over huge in ECW, so I've got him here too. We've got Axel Rotten, Balls Mahoney. These two were a team in ECW, the Hardcore Chair Swinging Freaks, right? I think that's what it was. Bam Bam Bigelow, the Beast from the East. Then we've got Sione, the Barbarian. Yeah, I think it would have been a great addition to Extreme Championship Wrestling. We've got Bart Gunn of the Smoking Guns, Beulah McGillicuddy, the Big Boss Man, Big Vito, who actually was in ECW as Vito the Skull LaGrasso. And we've got Brian Pillman, who was also in Extreme Championship Wrestling, Bubba Ray Dudley, Cactus Jack, Chris Benoit. Whoever made this guy. Oh, by the way, yes, all these customs were not made by me. It was made by the wonderful and talented creators of the online world who create for WWE 2K, all the custom stuff. Anyway, yeah, look at how great of a job they did for Chris Benoit with his Four Horsemen attire and the long hair and the face. Everything is on point. He looks dope. I like this Chris Benoit. Then we've got No Gimmicks Needed, Chris Candido of the Triple Threat. He's got the Triple Threat tattoo there you see. Chris Chetty, who was Living La Vida Loca back in ECW. I think he was Taz's cousin or nephew. I think, let's go with cousin. But yeah, he was in ECW, and he got over with his Ricky Martin gimmick, and he came out with the Ricky Martin Living La Vida Loca song. He was teaming with Nova. So that's Chris Chetty, for those of you who don't know. Chris Jericho, who was also in the original ECW. Chyna, she wasn't there, but I think she'd make a great addition. Like a Nicole Bass kind of figure, if you know what I mean. Crash Holly, Elroy. Crush, Brian Adams. Devon Dudley, oh Testify. He's teaming with his brother, Bubba. Dan the Beast Severn, baby. Danny Doring. He's not boring. He's Danny Doring. He used to team with Roadkill. For those of you who don't know who Danny Doring is, Dawn Marie. Dawn Marie BYTCH. There was Tammy Lynn Sitch, and then there was Dawn Marie. You know what I'm gonna say. Yeah, Dawn Marie. She used to manage Lance Storm in ECW. And she made it to WWE too, which is cool. Dean the Iceman Malenko. Toink the Clown. It's funny, this guy keeps popping up everywhere. He was in my WCW Universe Mode. I didn't put him there, but I definitely did put him here in my ECW Universe Mode. I think he'll do good here as a heel. We've got Eddie Guerrero, Latino Heat, Farouk, leader of the Nation of Domination, Flash Funk, Too Cold Scorpio, but I want him in as Flash Funk. Francine, the head cheerleader, you guys remember her. Gangrel, everybody. Goldust, I love Goldust, so I had to add him to ECW. Hakushi, Jinsei Shinsaki, baby, he's here. Hardcore Holly, who was super duper hardcore, was not in the original ECW, but I think he made it into WWE ECW, right? Hayabusa made a few appearances for Extreme Championship Wrestling. Henry O. Godwin, the Hogman. Isaac Yankum, DDS. For those of you who don't know, Isaac Yankum, DDS, is actually Glenn Jacobs, which is Kane. This was his gimmick in WWF before he became Kane. He was a dentist. Isaac Yankum. He would yank your teeth. Jake the Snake Roberts. We've got Jazz. Jerry Lynn. JL. What was that? It says photo at the bottom. Photo what? I don't know. Just Incredible, former ECW World Heavyweight Champion. It's crazy, right? In WWE, like, they made him a jobber. He was Aldo Montoya. And yeah, he just didn't do anything. And then he went to ECW. He's the world champ. Craziness. Ken Shamrock. Kid Cash. Looking like Kid Rock, which his gimmick was inspired by Kid Rock. And his theme song was Kid Rock, so that's pretty dope. You hear that motorcycle in the background? Sorry about that, guys. People are loud and inconsiderate back here. Here's K Diggity Dow Conan. Lance Storm, baby. From Calgary, Alberta, Canada. Then we've got Lita, who competed in... Well, not competed. Well, didn't she? Yeah, she got physical. But she was in ECW as Miss Congeniality. Little Guido Maritato of the FBI. Not that FBI, but the full-blooded Italians. I haven't found a Tony Mamaluke or a Tracy Smothers, but I got little Guido Maritato so far. Then we've got Masato Tanaka. We went from little Guido Maritato to Masato Tanaka, who used to feud with Mike Awesome, my favorite ECW wrestler of all time, for the ECW World title. Mean Mark Callis, which is The Undertaker, by the way. So I think he would have done good in ECW had he gone after WCW. But we all know what happened. He ended up in WWF, became The Undertaker, and he was phenomenal. The phenomenal phenom. Ming, a.k.a. Haku. Mike Awesome, there we go, baby. My favorite ECW superstar of all time. God rest his soul, rest in peace. Mike Awesome, my favorite big man of all time. I used to love that dude. Like, I used to grab my friends back in the day and awesome bomb them. Like, super duper awesome bomb. And then hit them with the awesome splash. And it was over. Because I was taller than all of them and more stronger too, so I was like, it was over. As soon as I picked Mike Awesome as my wrestler to wrestle in like real life inside the house, they already knew what time it was, baby. Mikey Whipwreck, the whippersnapper. Mikey Whipwreck's here. And we've got New Jack City, New Jack, the one-man gang, OMG. Papa Shango, Mr. Voodoo. It's Papa Shango. The Patriot, Del Wilkes. There's nothing really too extreme about him, but like, let's just throw him into the fray, see what happens. Perry Satulo, Perry, Saturn of the Eliminators, but there's no John Cronus because I couldn't find a good John Cronus. But next time. Psychosis, R-Truth. So 90s, where he wasn't like in WWF, but 2000 he was K-Quick. And yeah, so I'm just throwing them in there. K-Quick, R-Truth. Radford, baby, Louis Spicolli. I don't know why, but I always remember him from the New Generation. Like he didn't have like a long run, but I just remember the dance and like how rad he was and all that stuff. And then all of a sudden he disappeared from Superstars and Raw and the New Generation stuff, and all of a sudden he's in the NWO as Louis Spicolli, coming out with Scott Hall, and God bless him, God rest his soul too. Radford is in my ECW. Raven, quote the Raven Nevermore. This dude was bad butt. Yes, I said bad butt because I can't say the other word because, you know, it's not a nice word. It's a bad word. Can't say it. So Raven, I used to love his theme song in WCW and in ECW. It was The Offspring, and yeah, he's here. Former ECW champ, Rey Mysterio Jr. And we've got Rhino, Ricky Steiner. Him and his brother Scotty Steiner did compete in ECW. Probably a handful of times, maybe. I don't know. Anyway, Rikishi Fatu, Road Dogg Jesse James, Road Warrior Animal, Roadkill, the Angry Amish Roadkill, who, like I said, teamed up with the homie Danny Doring. I used to like them. Road Warrior Hawk, Robert Van Dam, the whole freaking show. Sabu, Sandman, Hardcore Hack, Savio Vega, who wasn't in ECW, I don't think, but he was part of WWF, New Generation. My dad used to like him because he used to dance salsa. His theme song was like salsa too, so my dad always remembers Savio Vega, so I remembered Savio Vega. So hello, Savio Vega, and welcome to my Universe Mode. Then we've got Scotty Steiner, Big Papa Pump, Scott Steiner with his bro Ricky. Then we got the franchise Shane Douglas, the French Fry, baby. Spike Dudley, Steve Blackman, the Lethal Weapon, Steve Corino, baby. Stevie Richards, Big Stevie Cool, Sonny, aka Tammy Lynn Sitch, Super Crazy. He's super, he's crazy, he's super crazy. I liked him. Supernova, I was just talking to you guys about him. Remember he went to WWE and became that fitness guru, Simon Dean? Yeah, they did him dirty with that. I thought it was a good gimmick, but like Supernova was cool too. Psycho Sid, baby. Yoshihiro Tajiri, Taka Michin No Clue, No Clue, my bad. Tatanka, the Native American. Taz, the human suplex machine. Be careful with him, because although he's small, he'll put you in the Kata Hajime. I think I said that right, but whatever. Tenryu, Terry Funk, rest in peace Terry Funk, God bless you. Test, God bless you too, young sir. Rest in peace Test, always loved Test. He was in WWE ECW. He was a monster in that ECW. And yeah, Test is here too. We've got Tito Santana. Arriba. That means up, right? So like up. Tito Santana, whatever, I don't know. He was in ECW or something like that, right? He was like the ECW champs, like when it was Eastern Championship Wrestling. Don't quote me on that. I don't know. I remember something about Tito Santana, but I've always loved Tito Santana. He was related to Reba McIntyre, like Bobby Heenan said. But yeah, Tito Santana's here. Tommy Dreamer, Ultimo Dragon, one of my favorite Japanese wrestlers of all time. Had to have him in ECW. Big Van Vader's here. Val Venus, the Big Val Boski, and the Warlord of the Powers of Pain. Oh, Waylon Mercy too. Lives are gonna be in Waylon Mercy's hands. You know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? Because it's Waylon Mercy. X-Pac is here. Then we've got the mighty Yokozuna. And interesting story, like I actually made like this kind of version sort of in like WWE 2K14 back in the day, whenever 2K14 came out. And Yokozuna was my ECW World Heavyweight Champion. So maybe I'm going to do that. I'm going to make Yokozuna the super duper heavyweight ECW champion of the world. And then finally, we've got Z Gangsta, Zeus, with the Zunabrow. Yep, that's my ECW roster. We've got like 100 and something superstars. Take a look. I didn't make this show, but take a look at this show. The first match is a fatal 4-way pitting Balls Mahoney, Chris Jericho, Dean Malenko, and Tito Santana. He's going to be there with his sister or his cousin, Arriba McIntyre. Then we've got X-Pac and Truth. Danny Doring versus Conan. Test and Sabu versus One Man Gang, Rey Mysterio. Kind of a weird set of tag teams, but whatever. Oh, because I didn't make my tag teams yet. So anyway, another tag match. This is like a fitting kind of. All the Steiner brothers are a true team versus Quiche and Rotten. Then we've got Yoko, Road Warrior Hawk, and Raven. I said Raven. Yes, I know it's Raven. I said Raven. Landstorm versus Vader. And the main event of the evening is Steve Blackman and Chyna doing battle against Little Guido Maritato and Dawn Marie. That's definitely not going to be the main event. I'm going to change all these matches. And by the way, this is the first time I've ever seen this. I didn't even know you can do mixed tag team matches in this game, baby. But we're gonna figure that out. And I'm gonna do some mixed tag team matches and all that stuff. But so far, this is my ECW Reimagined. My Universe Mode in WWE 2K23 Extreme Championship Wrestling, baby! And I'm going to start playing very soon, and I hope you guys watch it, and I hope you guys enjoy it. But for now, let me know what you guys think of my roster and my ECW Universe Mode. It's ECW Reimagined, baby. Extreme Championship Wrestling, Chris Braverman style. That's it for now. Like, comment, share, and subscribe, please. Thanks for watching. God bless you all. Take care. Comb your hair. And I don't know what else rhymes with that, but I'll see you guys next time.